It's the Cable
Apex Devastator draft. I love me an Apex Devastator, but I kind of want to be a little bit more aggressive now. I kind of want to do something a little different. And I think Fireflux Squad is a pretty cool way to do that. Usually pretty sick. I like the Bitter Blossom idea too, or this Nashim. What do you do? What do you do? Inferno Titan would be a sick one to hit off the squad, but I think I'm looking at Jadar. Maybe Luminarch Aspirant. Luminarch's pretty aggressive. Yeah, I think it's a better card than Jadar. Calibrated Blast is in here. You can only do that if you have Channel in your deck. Yeah, but it's just an example. There's a lot of stuff like that in Vintage Cube. A lot of fucked up shit. Mind Twist, Black Lotus, etc. I'm gonna grab this Wooded Foothills. I've got a few decks that I could play the Nugget. I haven't really figured out which I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna jam a few games tonight, and that might help me focus. Goggles is interesting. Thinking about Channeler. How bad is Red Cap here? Are there combos for Red Cap? Kind of dislike the Scale Lord. It's not looking like Red's super open. Giver of Runes is interesting. Flooded Strand's interesting. There's a fucking Tameo in here. Do I just grab Tameo? People have been passing that card. Skitter seems pretty aggressive. I like the Zealous Conscripts. I like the Blood Crypt too, right? If I am looking at black. Fucking hard. This cube tries really hard not to have an aggro deck. It tries to make aggro not like brain dead, right? Or not like typical aggro. They do want aggro to be viable in this cube. I've spoken to the cube creators a lot, and they certainly don't want aggro to be impossible. But they don't want it to be like as simple as Goblin Guide into Burn Spell, into, you know what I mean? Inti is a great pickup. Does the cube have a certain theme? Yeah, big splashy effects. Could easily see cutting the black splash here, just a black card and Blood Crypt so far. It's a lot of opponents. It is a lot of opponents' fuzzy card. Yeah, that's why I'm not like especially confident in my ability to qualify for the Vegas event. But I'll certainly give it a college try. Playing all the 64 persons, or as many as I can, most of them for sure. One issue is that while the 64 persons tend to be profitable for me, I certainly don't win every one that I join, right? And you get 8 attempts for each event, for each weekend qualifier thing. Makes me think that qualifying for like half of them is towards my ceiling, but we'll see. We shall see. What the fuck do you do? Name combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of instant source. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, I have a burn spell, A little burn spell in here. What dream are we living this time? We got some cool effects. Fireflux Squad is a lot better than it looks. Triggering Hazard would be sweet. Yeah, I kind of wanted that Inferno Titan that we saw earlier to hit with Squad. Nice to have a couple cool, big, splashy effects off for it. Not hard to find in this cube. But I also just kind of want to murder people while they're setting up. Disenchant the ramp effects. That is a perfect last card for me. Well, Solitude's not a bad card to squat into, huh? I don't need Skitter Beam either. Although Skitter Beam is not amazing to squat into. Parlor's pretty sweet. Yeah, the important thing for this archetype is having enough twos. A card that I saw in my last draft that I really want is a Johnny. Johnny would be a nice pickup. None of that stuff helps me, right? More 5-drops. We already have plenty of 5-drops. Maybe consider Hostile Investigator for the Black Splash. Could reconsider it. I do like this better than Scale Lord. I'll take the Black Splash out. It's worth considering. Could give us some nice disruption. Yeah. Plarg's reasonable, right? I like Commando too, but I'm gonna look at Plarg real quick. Yeah, I think I like Commando over Plarg, but it's kind of close. The Anthem's kind of nice. Lord Skitter with Welcoming Vampire, right? Yeah, that's kind of gas. Lord Skitter in the squad is pretty good too. I want that Spellbinder, but I also want Laughing Jasper Flint. I think Spellbinder is going to be good against more opponents than Jasper. Jasper is so frustrating to lose to sometimes. I think it's random. I think it's cross-pod pairings, Whippy, because it's a league. I think it's going to function like a typical league. I don't love Recruiter. It is cool with Solitude, I suppose. I think it's here for the Blink Dream. Oh, the creature that it hits has to be legendary? That's awkward. I was like looking at this leveler and that might be a bad, not a bad thing to hit, but yeah, maybe I'm just not playing Hazard. I dig this Marsh Flats. Did you catch the first draft? This is draft number 2. What did I do the first time around? 5-color ramp. It went a little poorly. Had some sweet games, but didn't quite stick the landing. I'm gonna grab Cage here. Currently, I don't have anything worth cheating in between Fireflux Squad and the Hazard, but I think I might be able to get there. We got a little bit of time here. Does this cast? It does, right? Well, Torsten is something that Hazard could threaten to play at least, and it's not a bad one to hit with Fireflux Squad. We can consider Torsten. It did have some sweet plays. You're not wrong, man. And that the first match certainly looked good. Just a little too much stumbling in the second and third rounds. Might play that companion. The blink strategy is not crazy here. Not in the right colors for Doors of Durin. Maybe I want to add a light green splash. I kind of like Ballista here. That's a nice bit of reach. Might be necessary to close people out. I'm gonna grab this Doors. I'm gonna commit to the green splash here. What the fuck do you do? Exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls. Well, that's kind of good, right? I'm gonna grab Neheb. I'd like the Plateau, but what we really need here is like legendary creatures for Hazard. Neheb's pretty good, just on and of itself. Nice value beater. I like that Esper Sentinel too. Not very many 1-drops in the cube. Kugla's a legendary creature hit, but the triple green's pretty rough. What about you? Maybe I put Kugla in just like hit off of doors and Hazard. Maybe that's not crazy. Oh, Glissa's really good, And I have this nice clean mana base, and I'm kind of gunking it up at the last second. How many black sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 base. Yeah, I don't want to add Splash Glissa in my Boros tank. I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna grab a Braid. Keep it simple. There's another legend. Pretty good legend too. I like Council's Judgment. I think I'm grabbing 3-Bit Inspector just so I can like curve ever. Have 1-drops for the Luminarch to grow. That Terror of the Peaks might have been nice too. This card's better than it looks. Thinking about Resto. Yeah, we have some cards to blink with Resto here. Can you ask a question? You already have. And no, you may not! You will now be fined for your question and taken to the questioning chamber. I hope you have a nice time in the questioning chamber. Is this an underpowered cube? Well, it's unpowered. Unpowered is the word. The cards in this cube are very powerful. Hey, thanks for the bits there, Willnet. Should we just try and cheat out this Atraxa? Just throw it in. No way to hardcast it, but between like Collector's Cage, Doors, Fireflux Squad, and Hazard, it might happen. It could happen. Well, this card's good, right? 2 or less can be blocked. Yeah, that's mighty tempting. I think I'm just going to grab Tristani. Grab a little Anthem effect here. Overgrown Tomb lets Marsh Flats fetch green, which I think is kind of important now. Would love Ballista, would love Season Pyromancer. But the green splash is starting to become a little bit more pronounced, right? How are we doing playables-wise? We need like 2 more. Means I'm probably going to have to play the Scale Lord or ECD. Maybe ECD is good. Is Resto Angel best with creatures that have an ETB? It certainly is. Certainly is. Yeah, this will be interesting. We have a solid looking beatdown plan. Nice. I'm so excited about that Esper Sentinel wield. Esper Sentinel is a real nice one to curve into with Luminarch Com. Ah, fair enough, Pug. Sorry, the new job's been hurting. Plenty of odds up on the YouTube. I know it's not the same. But there are plenty of highlight drafts posted to YouTube, which a lot of folks enjoy. Certainly worth watching, huh? Trim down a little bit so you can get more drafts in. VODs are muted, YouTube's muted, Pug. VODs you can get like the whole draft in, which is nice. YouTube is highlight drafts. And they're edited down, they're trimmed down. So like you can watch several drafts in the time that you would normally take to watch one draft, that sort of thing. Pacing's a bit different. I feel like I don't need a basic forest, right? We've got Wooded Foothills, Overgrown Tomb, Overgrown Farmland, and Marsh Flats. That's 4 green sources for essentially 3 green cards. That's doable. Well, how good are our other colors? Let's look at this. We have 13 mana to work with. Seems like we have a lot more than that here, huh? We have 10 lands to add. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 white's pretty good. Red feels like it's gonna be less than that though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7's too light. So this would be 9 red, 10 white. And then I could play 2 forests. Do I want 2 forests though? I think 5 green sources is appropriate. I think 5 is a really good number. I'm gonna keep the 1 forest in. And then go 10, 10. 10, 10, 5. I kind of want to ban a land. I'm kind of traumatized from stumbling on mana so many rounds in a row, but I think we can keep this in a mountain. If this Phytrion was an untapped land, I would have kept it. Maybe I should have kept it anyway. Might have fucked up there. That's pretty good. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Joe the Thumb, thanks for 73 months. What's my favorite class to play in D&D? Druid. And that's why when I did a, when I did a Baldur's Gate run, that's why I ran it, I streamed as a Druid. Because I was, like, kind of familiar with their spell kit already and stuff. Y'all ready to see Fireflux Squad do something sick? Is this a Voxy raid? Welcome, Boxers. Welcome, Weasel aficionados. Hope everybody's excited for Bloomburrow as I am. Let's give Voxy a shout out. Perhaps the funniest streamer on Twitch. I'm quite good at the Magic the Gathering as well. And does a bit more variety streaming than I do, which is nice, is enjoyable. I'm a little jealous. Anyway, you should give her a follow. You need to do another Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Yeah, I think I might sometime in the future loaf mode. I think I might do like a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and 3, just like marathon. Just set aside a month. Just jam them all. Probably not, but it'd be cool though. Just set aside like 1 day a week. Like every Friday I play Baldur's Gate and slowly run through 1, 2, and 3. See how long it takes me to finish them all. I wonder if that would build. I wonder if that would build or shrink if I committed to it. Yeah, we didn't really see much from the opponent, right? For folks that are just coming in, we're jamming Living the Dream Cube, which is a cube that typically rewards big splashy effects. A lot of the arena cubes were managed by a similar cube curator, so... Or the same... Like the original Chromatic Cube, I believe was managed by Darby. I think I can keep this. We can like a Braid, a Signet on 2, and play Vampire on 3. It's awkward having Atraxa in the hand. You can see what we're trying to do with Atraxa here, and it's not having it in our opener. 1 to 2 years? Yeah, maybe, right? Just 1 day a week. Baldur's Gate 3 took me 2 weeks of jamming straight, but I was also doing like 12-hour days, right? Ooh, let's do that. Is a cube curator a cubator? I think so. And then when they become particularly good at it, a master cubator. I think that's appropriate. I think that's the appropriate term. Needs to be an evil playthrough after the new evil endings got added. I haven't done like an evil playthrough yet. Baldur's Gate 3. The first one, I made like an earnest good attempt to do a good playthrough. And some of my viewers are skeptical that I managed to pull that off. But I made an attempt. And my second playthrough, I ran through as a halfling monk. And I tried really hard to be evil. But an NPC actually convinced me to be good at the last minute. And so I got the good ending again. I have the Bez. Yeah, it seems sweet. I'm going to try and qualify, naturally. Hell yeah, Warren. Welcome. You missed me getting exasperated, rather. I chat a few times. I think I'm just playing this card. Oof. No, nothing bad. Nothing like that. You smell a swindle. You think I should just not play anything? How does it pass here? They're at 4. We have like 2 creatures threatening lethal. Mostly just explaining what living the dream means over and over, Warren. What's the gimmick of this cube? Are all the cards dream-based? That sort of thing. What just happened there? My opponent did nothing and died. Very time-honored cube tradition. Right, exactly. Where's the dream halls? Where's recurring nightmare? Is this an aggressive deck for this cube? This deck is very aggressive for this cube, yeah. Really cool one. Yeah, big same, Warren. No, there's no power 9 in this cube. It's like the opposite of a power 9 cube, right? Not in terms of power level, because like the cards are very powerful. But like when you put power 9 into a cube, you tend to like condense the gameplay. Like someone plays a Mox or a Black Lotus and it speeds things up, right? So it kind of becomes the gameplay gets condensed in those early turns. And this cube is trying to make sure that people have enough time for big splashy effects. So the signets and whatever in this cube are like the Mox in a power 9 cube. Kind of want to crack this clue. I was planning on playing the Parlor just to get it down, but I think we have enough other land drops. I can just do this turn. Was hoping to find something to do turn 3 here. Lauren to blow up that Ornithopter would be sick, right? Would not mind some disruption. Right, Gilded Lotus, not Black Lotus. That's a good way to describe it. A little bit less good than Lauren, Aggro deck with 7 mana Atraxa. Right. Yeah, the Atraxa's mostly in here for cheating shenanigans. I think we have like... We've got this Hazoret, we've got the Fireflux Squad, we've got the Cage. I thought there was one more, but that might be it. And then we also have Inti to bin her if we draw her naturally. Get her out of our hand, potentially. Oh shit, what up? Hey, I got careless, thanks to 98 months. If I blink the insect token, then I could resto blink the foragers and exile one of their planeswalkers. I don't know if that's any good or not. But then I can also play the Parlor down next turn. Savala could make blue, yeah. Savala could cast an Atraxa very easily, Do my dreams have a meta? Like my in-person, real-life dreams? Yeah. The issue here is the Grist down ticking, right? To clear the Bronze Beak and they get their prime time back. So we can Resto Blink the Bronze Beak, but then we're in, you know, they still get the prime time into play. If I exile the Grist, then the prime time attacks, and I kind of lose to that stuff. Almost worth putting that into the Collector Cage, huh? But I'm going to do the Resto thing like I planned. Yeah, I don't talk about dreams a ton because I think it's like kind of tedious to hear about other people's dreams. Unless they lead with, so I had a dream about you last night, and then you're all of a sudden very interested, like, go on. My recurring ones over the years have all involved like school and a specific town. I guess I'm exiling the Grist. Just let him have the prime time. Just lose to prime time. I was kind of hoping they were going to activate the Grist pre-combat, and then we could exile the prime time this turn. Oh yeah, that makes sense, Aegis. Do I ever lucid dream? Very rarely. Oh, what if I just double block here and they kill the bronze, but then the down tick can kill Resto? Yeah, let's just take this. I know Collector's Cage does something real good for me. This game is going south, Yeah, the double block line that just leaves me with nothing was the main issue. Triple checking for reach. I could just bin the Grist, and then the Bronze Beak gets to like engage in combat. Maybe that's better than playing out the Welcoming Vampire. What does the Welcoming Vampire get me? It gets me a Mercenary. Mercenaries can't block, right? Would help give me my hand empty though. I guess we'll do that. You think Bronze Beak costs 4 to do that? Oh, you're right. The extra white there. I don't know how much I like this card. It seems hard to have the time, right, to bin the card to actually gain value off the blink. I mean, just exiling a card is still solid, though. It's got fine stats. What happens when this thing dies again? Good things. Had the rat tokens in mind? Maybe. Oh, I think you're right. Exile my Bronze Beak. Down take the Grist. Kill my Selvala. Leave me with nothing. Win the game. It's all pretty good. That's how you used to be able to do it Infested. I don't... At a certain point, they changed it so you had to, like, assign lethal to one creature first before doing to the next thing. I don't think banding breaks that rule, but I could be wrong. Yeah, the chat GPT is just fucking Googling. It's just a failed internet search. So I don't really see the purpose in listening to it ever, but teach their own. Wow. All right. Fair enough. All right. I had dreams of fucking sugar plums there. I feel like ECD should be in, but I don't think I should cut any of these cards for it, is the issue. You've obviously never questioned Google, so why should you question ChatGPT? I mean, when you go through Google, you can like parse the nonsense answers from the real ones or whatever, right? Why would you hand that ability over to an AI bot? Surely a chatbot will be smarter than me. Yeah? Okay. ChatGPT is coming for all our jobs. Maybe your job. My God. Just the lowest confidence in human intelligence. You get to skip the ad tracking and invasive cookies Google has. Yeah, and it only burns up more of the world's natural resources to do it. Love it. Perfect. What a time saver. Set the Amazon rainforest to fire to save yourself 5 seconds and get a bullshit answer anyway. Love it. I'll take 2. Oh, come on, Dak. Give me the things. Give me the stuff. Give me the lands. I did not get the lands. Like all in on Luminarch here. Yeah, the issue here with the Commando is this Somber Wild is tapping for 3 fucking mana, right? Really need an Abrade or something. Something. Yeah, right, man. I'm also very upset about that. I gotta stop using Google. I gotta start using one of those other searches. A lot of them are better anyway. Where's Jeeves when you need him? What the fuck, Jeeves? Can I please get my 4th land? Okay, do we sell Vala or Fireflux? One issue with Fireflux is the Luminarch is actually kind of juicy right now. And Zavala taps for mana. It's probably sweet. Possible I'm just supposed to be serving at them. Kira's fucked up, though. 1-1 for the Fireflux. Yeah, it has to be an attacking creature for Fireflux, unfortunately. But they do seem like they could work well together. Maybe Luminarch should have pumped Selvala. DuckDuckGo. Yeah, I heard someone else recommend DuckDuckGo the other day. Shall we Tristani? Shall we try? Shall we attempt? We do lose the Luminarch. I think that's okay. What are my thoughts on music sang in a different language that I don't understand versus English songs? Oh, I like international music. I like non-English music. Matters very little to me. I think a song has to be like very specific before I start very much caring about the lyrics. It needs to be politically focused, which, you know, art tends to be politically focused, but it needs to be exceptionally so. Folk punk is a genre that gets a lot better. Do the lyrics and stuff. Things of that nature. Got this Didgeridoo all primed. And they got a grist off of it. It's pretty rude. Wait a minute. Beginning of your end step. I guess I take 6, huh? But then the grist just kills Tristani, and I don't get my Jiro back anyway, right? So maybe I was supposed to trade with it. Oh, but the grist doesn't do anything because the Immortal Sun. This cube is great, yeah, a lot of cool interactions. I wonder if Restoration Angel should have gone face last turn. I mean, the Cura is drawing cards still, even though its activated ability can't be used. They could be at 9 now instead of 13. 2-turn clock. This Selvala card, pretty good. I guess I'll tap it here. Maybe I just have lethal next turn anyway. I'll be taking that back. Oh, they're doing something. Sure. Yeah, the crab could have gone worse for me, but like still held me off for a turn. Putting 2 bodies into play. They do almost need a sweeper here though, because our board is quite good, quite big. Resto Blinking Crab, amazing. Balance would be so good in this cube. Yeah, balance would probably be a little too good in this cube. Yay. What game was that? Or sideboarding for game 3? Yeah, I really want ECD in this matchup. Still not sure what I'm supposed to be cutting, though. Maybe Neheb's just not that interesting, even though it's a legendary hit. That crab's gonna get my ECD and I'm gonna fuck me up with it now. Either one, Epic Legion. You kind of get both in this cube. I need some red mana, but on the draw. Not the worst, huh? At least we got a 2-drop. Are we living our dreams? We certainly are. Steez is all with the 50 months, and it's 50 months? That's like half the way to a year, right? Or is it halfway to a gold coin? Halfway to a year sounds about right. That sounds appropriate. think Commando's just vindicating this Mind Stone now. Nice. Hell yeah, Richard Nixon's head. So you crack this clue token and try and find a white source for Solitude. Or I can flip some coins. So your card's a little too good. A little too good in this spot. Get a creature or something. They're a Villainous Wealth deck. The only creature they hit was Metamorph. That's not bad. That could have been so much worse. What if they hit Crab there? I think the opponent's thinking about what they want to Metamorph on this board. Imagine they're copying Fireflux, but like if they copy this, they get to ramp, right? Because they're going to have this one become a temple. It'd be like getting 2 lands off of the hit. It looks like that's what they're going for. They just have a crab. Fuck. Oh, they didn't hit my Solitude. At least. Once again, could have been much worse. Still not looking great, of course. Bummer. I was hoping they wouldn't double block, of course. Not looking forward to losing to my own Selvala here. I guess I could double block the Oyer. Sure, certainly correct to double block. Yeah, having to Solitude my own Selvala there was pretty brutal. I mean, at least I had the Solitude, but still not what I'm looking to do with that card. I've still got 5 cards in hand. We've got like nothing over here. Free 10/10, you say? They're like not really close to casting it either. I can pack here. Yeah, I like this turn 2 inty plan, huh? It's a plan. Feels more fair. That's just the least least useful way to think of it. I feel like I'm being trolled. Yes, it was very fair when my opponent hardcast an Emrakul and mind slavered my turn and 10 for 1 to me. Just the fairest. No other better term for that. Go ahead and bin this Inspector. Nice. I was kind of hoping for a land there. I'm just going to Commando and pop the Signet here. Slowly put it down a little bit. I'm gonna bin again. Kind of looking for some green mana for this Doors of Durin. Could play the turn, spend the turn playing the Spirited Companion, and the next turn rest of Blink the Spirited Companion, but it's a little piddly, right? It's a little piddly for what we're trying to do here. No one loves a 3-mana disenchant quite like Caleb. I mean, I want to disrupt them while I'm applying pressure, right? And like that part of the plan is going well here. The issue is I keep on drawing Commando instead of Lauren. I would Lauren would have been so much better in all these games. Would have had like Resto Blink value and stuff. Would have had a 2-1 beating down. And Lauren's also in the cube, of course. I've been swindled! I should have attacked first before playing the Spellbinder, because I'm going to discard Neheb regardless. I was just excited to play my card. Yeah, Swindle's a great one, Bookkeeper. Yeah, there's certainly turns when you're playing in this cube where you just like shouldn't play anything. When your opponent's like spending their whole turn holding 5 mana up. So Biome Epiphany. I have difficulties putting like those cards over over something like Birds of Paradise. God, if we could have played this Doors of Durin, huh? If we could have played the damn Doors of Durin, we would have very fairly cheated out in Atraxa just by attacking. That would have been so good. I think the opponent's in the driver's seat now. I don't think it's very useful, Bookkeeper. I don't think a top 50 pack one pick one would be useful at all. I have no interest in doing one. A lot of it fluctuates based on like what other people, what's being underdrafted or overdrafted or what have you. Or what kind of things you enjoy drafting or good at drafting. It's not like Vintage Cube where you can like slot in the power 10 and then work backwards based on the meta or what have you. Breach the Multiverse. Breach the Multiverse might be too good. Might be the reasoning there. The or maybe it's out just to keep it different from the Arena Cube. The best card in Chromatic, yeah. Great. Green Splash looking amazing here. I feel like almost every other game I've had the Green Splash and would have just loved the Doors of Durin. And then the game I draw the doors, I'm just like, yep. Your turn. Island and a Wooded Foothills. Well, I'm excited that they did not hit anything too juicy. I am a little sad about losing my Wooded Foothills with these 2 green cards in my hand. Like, I can't even be mad about that, but I want to be mad about that. Yeah, our untapped green source, 2 lands again. I feel like that's really unlucky for a tall aim. Paying the 1 on Seize the Spoils. Staring down lethal, still not letting me draw the card. I respect it. Ooh, Solitude coming up. I kind of wonder if Recruiter should be in. One more body to hit with the Squan. Tutoring up Solitude's kind of good. Let's do this. The mana here is gorgeous, but I don't think we can keep this hand, right? We don't have a 2-draw. Atrax is stuck in here. This looks better to me by a lot. We go to turn 1 Inspector, turn 2 Crack Clue, turn 3 Lauren. Maybe turn 4 Resto Blink Lauren. If we're really lucky, get some value. A Caleb level Atali, yeah, just 4 lands. 4 lands is so rare. Interesting. Coming for your treasure. Ugly ass mountains? My mountains? How dare you? I'm doing solid. God, Kira's got so much fucking toughness. Yeah, at least it was a Lauren this time instead of Commando for sure. Pretty big difference there, Hey, Doc Prof Foxbeard thinks the sub is the 9 months. We could try and get a little cute here with the Solitude with it for them to play their next card. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking put another 6 power into play. That seems worth. I kind of wonder if I should be drawing with Lauren. Sweet. We've improved! A 1-2 to 2-1. I'll have your baby ready for you right after the break, Doc Prof. I'll have to check the storeroom. I'm going to take a quick break here and go get some tea.